Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager series. This is episode number 4, and today we're returning on the back of the World Cup with games against West Ham and Arsenal as the January transfer window is about to open. Before we get to the games though, shout out Bourne for getting off camera, and also who won the World Cup as well. So of course, in the last episode you saw our amazing 2-0 win at Spurs and then the heartbreaking 3-2 loss at Stamford Bridge directly afterwards. 3 games competitively off camera, beginning with a Carabao Cup third round penalty shootout loss to the Borough. I don't even know how we made penalties in this game. We were so bad. Borough had like 2 or 3 disallowed goals. It was only right they won on the spot kicks. So our progress ended there. Not that I was too worried, because in the following game, on the weekend, we came back with a win. Beat Crystal Palace by 2-0. Marcus Tavernier's free kick won goal of the month. It was a cracking goal as well. Bending one in from 30 yards with the left foot. And then he set up Chris Metham for a free kick 2 minutes later as he whipped one to the back stick and the Welshman headed home. Following that was the World Cup. And as you'll see, we went away to Egypt for a warm-ish weather, little mid-season camp there in Egypt. Played a few friendlies just to make sure our fitness was okay for when we returned. Well, we did return in our last game off camera, which is a 2-0 loss against Brentford away in West London at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Once again, we were really poor in this game. Tony gave the Bees the lead, the shocker heading in from close range. Nato saved yet another penalty, but his efforts were in vain in this one. Ouattara got a red card. That's the highlight of his Bournemouth career so far. And then Wissa converted from the spot a few minutes later as Nato couldn't repeat the heroics. So as you can see in the Premier League right now, it's been a really inconsistent season, but it's crazy, man. 17 games in, we're 2 games away from the halfway point. So today we'll officially reach the halfway stage. We're only 5 points off Arsenal in a European spot, but we're also only 4 points off the relegation zone. It's crazy, man. Forest have finally got another point on the board, but this is crazy. There's 5 points separating 19th to 10th. Right now, like, European football or Championship football, both are looking just as likely as the other one. And I know you'll want to know who won the World Cup, so let me show you the winners of football's grand prize. And I have to say, I love this for the realism. Argentina beat France on penalties in the World Cup final. Who says Football Manager's not realistic? Yes, Argentina winning the spot kicks here. But interestingly enough, you might notice Lionel Messi was left on the bench for this game. That's because he was injured for... That's annoying. That's because he was injured for practically the entire World Cup. He went down in their opening group victory against Saudi Arabia and didn't play another second in the tournament. But his national teammates got it done for him. And yeah, France losing to Argentina on spot kicks. And see if I can show you the tournament tree here. There's a way to do it all in one. But I can't know how you do it. Hold on a second. Is it here? There we go. Tree. And then all groups. Okay, there we go. So this is how the groups ended. Oh my god, Qatar, by the way. I have to show you this. They lost to Netherlands 13-0 on the group opener. Oh my goodness. But yeah, those are the full groups for you there. And that's got to be that's a new record, isn't it, for largest defeat in World Cup history. And yeah, all the how to do a tree. There we go. And that's the tournament tree in the knockout stage as well. So heading into the first of the 2 games today against the London sides, aiming to bounce back here after that whimper of a loss away in West London. Taking on West Ham, who just sacked David Moyes, by the way. Mark Robson's taken over as caretaker there. So yeah, Moyes has gone. Unai Emery has gone from Aston Villa as well. I think is Sean Dyche still there? He's there just for now. And Steve Cooper's been sacked as well. So already 3 managerial sackings so far this season. I'm sure if this season's going to mirror real life, there's a lot more to come, of course. But heading into the game, I just want to show you real briefly, Nato, he came to me literally a couple of days ago and said, I want to get back in the Brazil squad. If I'm going to do that, I need to leave to a bigger club. So I came to him and I said, if an offer comes in, I'll consider it. I didn't say I'd accept it, Nato, but I did say I'd consider it. Doesn't mean I'm going to say yes. Anyway, heading into the game, right now in Ninja Pro, Senesi is down, big blow there. He's out for a few weeks. We'll miss him for both games today. And of course, Ouattara is suspended after the red card against against Brentford, everyone else is reasonably fit, though. This is probably the fittest we've had the team all season long. So this is our team. It's the 4-3-3 Gegenpress with Nato between the sticks. Back for us, Kelly, Zavani, Metham and Fredericks. Cook, Lerma and Scott make our midfield trio. Christie and Tavernier Ranieri on the flanks, and Solanke's up top. By the way, no one made the England squad for the World Cup. Cook and Solanke are in the provisional. Scott and Solanke are in the provisional, but neither made the squad in the end. On the bench, you've got Travis, Stevens, Zamora, Smith, Billing, Traore, Anthony, Brooks, and Kiefer Moore as well. First of the 2 games, it's West Ham at home. We're far better at home, so we've got to at least get a point here. Come on, you cherries. Also, I've just started the National B coaching course as well as Metham hits the woodwork from Tavernier's free kick. So the sooner I can get that, the better. Rice to Pablo Fornals, and Tavernier wins it back. And we shall work our way forward down the right-hand side as Fredericks launched it to Marcus, who I think might have been offside there when the ball was initially played through. And as Alex Scott drills one in from the edge, it's his 2nd goal of the season. And nope, I was wrong. Tavernier was onside, and that's Alex's 2nd goal in a Bournemouth shot. I thought Marcus was offside there when the initial ball was played forward. Roll back to the edge. Fredericks offloads to Alex Scott. And it's a 2nd goal for the now 19-year-old. We're so much better at home than we are away, man, honestly. Every time we're at home, I think we've got a great chance of at least getting a point. As Christie launched one back to the former West Ham man, Ryan Fredericks, going for goal. But putting it over the bar for a 3-point conversion. Still up by a goal. But this is a great start, man. I swear we just can't seem to play well away. But when we're at home, I mean, we just seem to really turn it on. We're so much better on the South Coast. Tavernier, back to Chris Metham. And he sent it long for Ryan to run onto. Down this right-hand side. Cross cleared away, but he knocked it back to Tavernier, and it is 2. 2 assists for Fredericks, 5th of the year for Tavernier, and we are on fire in the early stages. What is it about players playing against their former team in Football Manager? You always know they're going to have a great game. Like, it just seems to happen every single time. Fredericks having a stormer out there so far, as is Tavernier, whose free kick is headed wide by Jefferson Lerma. Tune it up, keep up this intensity, and that 3rd goal is coming, man. We're only half an hour in, we could be like 4 goals up here right now. Lloyd Kelly slid through to Jefferson Lerma. In goes the cross. Tavernier gets it. 6th of the year, man. The former Borough man is on fire. Well, I've just praised the boys at the break, so that is asking for trouble in Football Manager. But I think we're going to be okay here, because at the moment we're just on one, as Aguirre heads clear, but straight to Ryan Fredericks, has caused West Ham problems all game long, and Solanke's header is deflected over by Kurt Zouma. Up by 3, and as things stand, I'll be disappointed if we don't add to this. I mean, it's literally all Bournemouth right now. Well, that is going to do it. And Bournemouth have got yet another clean sheet. NATO, I know you want to get in the Brazil squad, but I mean, on this current form, you could easily make it with us. 3-0 victory over West Ham, one of our best performances of the season. And for the first time this year, we are in the top 10. JC lifts Bournemouth. Few people expected Bournemouth to be flying as high as they are in the league, but the Cherries have never looked back since opting to bring JC to the club back in June. The media's shy manager is proven to be a shrewd operator, bringing fresh confidence to the team and guiding them to an impressive 8 wins during his first 20 games in charge. Absolutely buzzing. This is much better than I expected a season ago. I thought by now, I'll be honest here, I mean, I didn't think we'd have sort of like Forest's record, but I did expect it to be around here. At the very most around here, you know, if we were lucky. But instead, to be where we are right now, top 10, this is better than I would have expected. I would have thought by now, probably like 13, 14 points on the board, 24 points. NATO right now is almost leading the way in the race to the Golden Glove. It's crazy. What a season so far. How am I only on a B? That is harsh. That is really harsh, man. I've absolutely smashed it this year. Right, following game, Arsenal, final one today. And let's see if we can possibly get ourselves another massive win at the community stadium. Heading into the game, I'll keep the same lineup, but I will make one change. Tavernier, not actually. You know what? We've got a week to go to the FA Cup. The boys will be all right. The boys will be all right. And the FA Cup game, by the way, I forgot to mention that. FA Cup third rounds at home to the Sky Blues, Coventry, the Championship side, in the third round. So once again, same team. NATO in goal. That force Kelly, Zavani, Metham, and Fredericks with Cook, Lerma, and Scott through the middle. Christie and Tavernier on the flanks, and Solanke up top. On the bench, Travis, Stevens, Zamora, Smith, Billing, Traore, Anthony, Brooks, and Kiefer Moore as well. First game of the January transfer window. Final game today. It is the Gunners at home. Come on, you cherries. Can't lose NATO. Like, we really can't. If we get a bid in January, like, I don't think we will. Because not only has he just come in, but his contract can end the season as well. As Christie's cross is headed in by Solanke. And the Cherries are in front 4 minutes in. What a start. We've already beaten Manchester United and Spurs. So Why not Arsenal as well? Ryan Christie floats one in, cross deflected, but Tierney, mate, you can't be ball watching at this level. Dominic Solanke flies in and beats former Bournemouth goalkeeper, lest we forget, Aaron Ramsdale. Cherries with the early lead. We can't go any higher than 10th anyway, but we can cut the gap on the European standings to 2 points if we win this one. I mean, I don't want to get my head too high up in the clouds, but why not dream of Europe as Dominic pegs it back and Alex Scott makes it 2? This is crazy, man. This has been a much better start to the season than I was expecting. Solanke pegs it back and a teenager pops it in. Bottom corner. NATO, stay at this club. Get us into Europe. Imagine if we could pull that off in season 1. That would be the best first season I've ever had in a Football Manager save for YouTube. By far, as Trossard, the former Seagull, attacks down the left-hand side and the Belgian whips one in, cross-deflected off Fredericks, off the woodwork, and then eventually scrambles it away for a throw. This is unbelievable, man. We are flying. This has far surpassed any expectation I had this year. Far surpassed. But to be fair, this is only the halfway point. And there is such a long way to go. As Alex Scott is on flames. Third goal in 2. It is 3-0 Bournemouth. Thing is, like, I'm not going to get too high on this because the league table is still so tight. If you look at the bottom 3 right here, forget Nottingham Forest. Like, we're only going to be 10 points because we're 19th. And they still have the game in hand as well. So, like, I've got to downplay this. Yes, it's been an amazing first half of the season, but it is still incredibly, incredibly tight. So I'm taking nothing for granted. It's been amazing. Yes, we can dream of Europe. We've got to be safe, first and foremost. First highlight of the second half is Trossard. Bends one, just over. Oh, wow. Tavernier finds Scott. And now Lerma hits it off the crossbar. And Tommy Yasu clears. And again, Lerma! He's doing Ronaldinho Nike commercial. Playing 1-2s with the crossbar. Hits it again. It's still 3-0. What a game. Well, I thought the absolute best I could hope for at the halfway stage is around 13th, 14th place maybe. Well, instead, we are only 2 points off a European spot. But I'm keeping it very calm. It is only the halfway stage, and because of how tight it is right now in the league table, I mean, there is still a very long way to go. Let's just keep our feet on the ground, boys. Yes, we can dream of Europe, but let's just keep our feet on the ground. Claudio Ranieri style. We need to get to 40 points first. As for Alex Scott, he's now got 4 goals in 19 games, man of the match in that one as well. He's developing quite nicely here, still a long way to go of course, but he's also got me in the favoured personnel as well. You love to see it, and no current concerns either. Obviously at some point he'll think about wanting to move on to a bigger team, but, well, I said if we were to lose him, if we were to go down, we'd still make a big profit. As things stand, if we were to stay up, we can make a massive profit. Even so, let's not think about that just yet. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Another clean sheet for NATO as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next episode of Games Against. Let's come back at the end of January. If we make it through Coventry, there should be an FA Cup 4th round after the Fulham game. So let's come back, I'd say, at the end of January to the beginning of February. Possibly the FA Cup 4th round. If not, then we'll do perhaps Newcastle and Aston Villa or Fulham and Newcastle together. Have a great day. Much love. And I'll see you for the next episode very soon.